It's Fuck Yeah Friday.
Fuck yeah!
Get ready for some wins.
Welcome to the Be It Till You See It podcast, where we talk about taking messy action, knowing that perfect is boring. I'm Lesley Logan, Pilates instructor and fitness business coach. I've trained thousands of people around the world, and the number one thing I see stopping people from achieving anything is self-doubt. My friends, action brings clarity, and it's the antidote to fear. Each week, my guests will bring bold, executable, intrinsic, and targeted steps that you can use to put yourself first and be it till you see it. It's a practice, not a perfect. Let's get started.
Happy FYF, be it babe. Thanks so much for being here. I'm so grateful that you listen to this podcast. If I haven't told you yet, I am super, super grateful. So thank you for being here. Today is a shorty and a goodie. It's some of your wins, it's some of mine, and it's a mantra for us to kick our weekend off. FYF means Fuck Yeah Friday, which means we celebrate a win, right? So first up is Jeannie Cho. She's an agency member, and she said, FYF, text message after session from years-long client. I just want to let you know that I am so genuinely appreciate all you do to plan such effective and creative workouts. I always look forward to our Pilates time. It goes without saying that your vibrant energy and natural joyfulness are the cherries on top. Have a pleasant weekend. Another client verbally acknowledged that I'm worth my rate increase, beginning to experience receiving tips on package purchases. Congratulations, Jeannie. Like, it's so amazing when the energy that you're putting out into people is reciprocated back, and money is energy. And so I'm just so grateful for you, and way to go. I know when you first thought about raising your rates, you were really, really nervous, and you did it, and it's been well received because you're amazing. All right. Next up, we have a win from Melissa Nagai. She's an agency member, an OG, an OPC member, and she's just amazing. She wrote, FYF, I'm super excited about many of the new clients who sign up in the last couple of weeks after their intros. Several are coming 2 and 3 times a week. They are enthusiastic, willing to learn, catching on quickly. It's so fun to teach them. We had a new client come in to work with Kayla yesterday evening, so I went down to meet her. She's the most amazing human, 70 years old, still works as a trauma counselor, is caring for her husband who has just been diagnosed with dementia, and it is coming because she has been told by her osteopath that she needs to do Pilates and take better physical care of herself. She has all the other self-care pretty dialed in. Melissa, this is so fun. I love that your wins are about these clients getting to have the support they need to do the life that they're having. That is a win. And you've created a safe and amazing place that people are wanting to be part of and to trust you with. So thank you so much for sharing that. All right, let's do one of my wins. My win is that we're currently on a business trip, and we're actually investing things that make the trip better. So I share that with because I think it's really easy for us to think about, oh, I don't want to spend that kind of money. That's expensive. That's expensive. There's a lot of people who like to tell you that things are really expensive in your life. What really makes me mad about that is, like, things do cost money. We're allowed to determine the value that we place on them. And if we think it's outside of what we want to spend that money on, that's very different. But if we walk around saying that's too expensive, I can't afford that, I can't afford that, you are not actually letting money in. And you also need to trust that the money that you spend on your business is going to come back to you tenfold. I started doing that after we had Nicole Mitchell on. She's like, I just believe the money I put out is going to come back to me tenfold. And so when we go to this, see our coaches in Nashville, we have taken to doing some things for ourselves that do cost extra. We rent a car, that is extra. We go to a float the day before, the day after. Why do we do these things? One, when we go to work with our coaches, it is a whirlwind. And so I want to be in the best mindset. So I want to take time to float the night before and float the day after so that I can just let everything integrate, everything calm my nervous system. And then we rent a car because I got tired of trying to figure out the rental cars or the Ubers, and they're canceling on us, and they were just taking a long time. It just felt like everything was taking longer than it should have. And it was really annoying. This area that we go is like outside of Nashville, the city, and it's more in a suburb, and it's just not a lot of Ubers. And you know me, I don't like complaints. So we invested in a rental car. And these are wins because we are trusting that the investments that we're making in our business are going to come back to us tenfold, and we're taking care of things so we can be it till we see it. And we can be our best version of ourselves when we show up for things. So hopefully this helps you. Like, if things are going to make you show up as the best version of yourself and you can invest in that, do that. And there's always a way to work it out, even if you can't. So sometimes there are coupons and discounts and memberships, things that you can do. So search it out, seek it out, because you want to make sure that the things that you're doing for yourself really do give you what it needs. Us taking 4 days off to go visit our coaches, flying there, flying back, 2 days with them. it would be a waste of time if we were also frustrated, tired, and exhausted because we were trying to wait for an Uber driver who's never going to come. All right, here is your mantra for the weekend. My life is not a race or a competition. My life is not a race or a competition. My life is not a race or a competition. Oh, keep reminding yourself of that. It is important because then we'll stop hiding the wins that we have because we're not racing or competing with people. These are just things that are happening and they're happening for us. Thank you so much for listening to the Be It Pod. You are amazing. Until next time, be it till you see it.
That's all I got for this episode of the Be It Till You See It podcast. One thing that would help both myself and future listeners is for you to rate the show and leave a review. And follow or subscribe for free wherever you listen to your podcast. Also, make sure to introduce yourself over at the Be It Pod on Instagram. I would love to know more about you. Share this episode with whoever you think needs to hear it. Help us and others be it till you see it. Have an awesome day.
Be It Till You See It is a production of the Bloom Podcast Network. If you want to leave us a message or a question that we might read on another episode, you can text us at +1 310 905 5534 or send a DM on Instagram at BeItPod.
It's written, filmed, and recorded by your host, Lesley Logan, and me, Brad Crowell.
It is transcribed, produced, and edited by the Epic team at Diseño.co.
Our theme music is by Ali at Apex Production Music, and our branding by designer and artist Gianfranco Cioffi.
Special thanks to Melissa Solomon for creating our visuals.
Also to Angelina Herrico for adding all of our content to our website. And finally, to Meredith Root for keeping us all on point and on time.